Oh my goodness me. This is a lot of product. That exciting time has come to us again, and it is the Sephora savings event. And I always look forward to these events because I get to save 20% as a Rouge tiered member. I don't even know how to put it, but it basically means that you spend way too much money at Sephora. And I've been a Rouge member, not proudly, for I feel like close to a decade now, because I have always been so addicted to buying makeup and skincare, and now hair care because I'm trying to grow my hair out again. That's a different story because I'm just so sick of having to maintain short hair. It is just so high maintenance and inconvenient when it just wants to do its own thing all the time. So I'm growing it out. But anyway, besides the point, I have a ton of products that I purchased, and I actually picked it up in the store yesterday. So I'm super excited to talk about those with you. But I thought it would be fun to give you my recommendations on what to pick up during the sale. I know that this video is going up a little late. I'm so sorry. I think you only have until tomorrow. I think tomorrow is the deadline for the discount, but hopefully you can go run out and purchase these because they are the best of the best in my opinion. I am also a professional bridal makeup artist, so I have tried so many different products over the years. It's kind of unreal how much money I have spent on just trial and error of different products on my clients. And I always do a makeup kit refresh every single year. So I always want to try stuff that are new and make sure that I have the best of the best products for my brides, you know what I'm saying? I'm super excited to talk about it because obviously makeup is definitely my passion project, and I have training in it, and I just work with it every single week on weddings. So I feel like I have pretty good knowledge of what is good and what works on the majority of people, because obviously I do makeup on so many different clients, like different canvases in terms of skin tone, skin texture, age, all that good stuff. I just curated a giant basket full of things, and a couple of things that are a little bit more personal to me too, like products that I personally love, not just on clients, in this basket. And plus I said that I was gonna do a haul. So let's do that first. I think that makes the most sense because I did purchase these during this particular sale. A couple of products are new and I've been just dying to try them out. Otherwise, most of the items are my tried and true, my staples in my makeup and skincare routine. I feel like it's more makeup than anything else. I have a couple perfumes in here too. But yeah, enough rambling. Let's go ahead and get into it. It's pretty early in the morning. I woke up super early and now I am having a cup of coffee, and it definitely has hit my brain already. So I'm in a rambly mood today. Okay, let's try to do this in an organized manner. So I'm just going to divide these things, like separate the items, haul versus recommendations, so that we can do the haul part first. How do I do this? Ooh, I also have some body care and a couple of hair care items too, which is very exciting. It's getting a little hot, so I'm just gonna take off my sweatshirt. There we go, much better. Also, before I forget, I did want to tell you that one of the items that I purchased online, it still hasn't come in yet, so I don't have it physically to show you as part of the haul, but I'll go ahead and post a picture right here and get started with that. So I purchased this kit from Elemis, and I was so curious to try out their cleansing balm. It's in like a giant tub, and it is so expensive. I think the normal price of it is well over $30 for a cleansing oil balm sort of product, which is kind of insane to me. So I definitely wanted to take advantage of the 20% off to try this out, because everyone and everyone's moms rave about this product if they've used it. And this kit, I feel like, is the best way to try it because you get all the different scents as well. So it's not just the original, although you get the original in the full size, and you get a bunch of other little things that you can try from Elemis. And Elemis is one of those brands that I have never tried anything from yet. So super excited to experience what Elemis Beauty is all about. And hopefully this cleansing balm doesn't change my life, because she is expensive. So I definitely don't want to get into the habit of purchasing that for my daily skincare routine, because I do wear makeup majority of the days. I feel like I wear a little bit of makeup every single day. So I do use a cleansing oil as my first step in my skincare routine in removing my makeup. So that would be a very expensive routine to supply. So I'm hoping that I hate it actually, but I'm super excited to try it regardless. But anyway, just wanted to get that one out of the way. I think it also contains like a couple of like their eye cream or something. I might be totally wrong. I'm not referring to the product right now, but that's what I ordered, so we will see how it goes. Since we're starting off at skincare, let's go ahead and dive into body care and hair care, because I did purchase a few items that I've heard so many people talk about, especially in recent videos. I feel like they got a lot more attention, and all of these are very new to me. I am actually running out of my shampoo and conditioner right now. I'm using the Virtue Smoothing shampoo and conditioner duo, and I'm not quite in love with it. I think it doesn't control the oils in my scalp very well, and it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be a smoothing shampoo and very hydrating, so it makes sense. But right now my hair is producing so much oil for some reason, and my scalp is very dry though. That combination is never a good thing, and that shampoo and conditioner isn't really getting to the root of it. So I did try to switch it up and purchase the Caviar anti-aging, and obviously I am in my 30s now, so I do want to pay more attention to my scalp health and my hair health as well, because frankly, I just don't want to lose hair over time. Anyway, so I heard the professional makeup artist, Nicola Rose, she raved about these products because she said that she has very thin hair. She's losing some hair just due to like aging and stuff. And she highly recommended these. So I decided to pick it up. I trust her opinion on literally everything. She knows everything and anything in my brain. I'd take her advice on everything. But yeah, so super excited to try these out. It is in the same line of products. So it's their replenishing moisture shampoo and conditioner. And it's supposed to nourish dry hair, but also be really good for your scalp and hair growth situation, you know what I'm saying? These are very pricey hair care products, so when you have 20% off, definitely use it on these. So I'll let you know in a future video if I do find these helpful for my scalp and hair situation. Sticking with hair care, the only other one that I have to share in this haul part, I have a couple of hair care items to recommend later in the second part, but I purchased the Rootist. I think it's a pretty new brand at Sephora, and it's their dry shampoo powder. And I actually have first impressions of this, and I am loving it so far because it actually works. And I feel like for my hair type, for some reason, dry shampoos are really hit or miss for me, mostly misses. I think the only other hair, like dry shampoo product that has impressed me was the, oh my gosh, what is it called? It's by Dry Bar. I'll post a picture here, but I'm completely blanking out on the name, but that one works so well for me. Up until this point, that was the only thing that worked for my oily hair situation, especially for my bangs and my fringe area. That area gets the greasiest, oh my gosh, so quick. That one is still kind of my holy grail, but this might be a contender. I think it works maybe even better in terms of giving me the volume that I need up here, because I don't have a ton of hair at the front. I hope I don't go bald by the time I'm like 50. When I tried this the first time a couple days ago, it really impressed me because it gave me a ton of volume and texture, which really helps make my hair appear a lot more voluminous than it actually is, even on like day 2, day 3, day 4 hair. And the applicator is genius because it actually comes in like this form where it is a brush, and you kind of like tap this into the areas where it's super oily and distribute the powder along your hairline, and then you just kind of like zhuzh it in. That's what I did at least, and it worked really well. And I love how compact and portable this little thing is. Also, this is the packaging. How cute. This neon green and purple situation is everything. This is going to be so much better to travel with than the aerosol can that the Dry Bar's dry shampoo is in. So I love how compact this is. So travel friendly, and it's better for the environment because obviously the packaging. So if I end up liking this more, I might just keep on purchasing this and let go of my beloved Dry Bar one, or I might just have one just as a backup. But I do feel like this one can get a little heavy. The texturizing element of it, it makes it feel a little heavier, but it does work, and yeah, it's kind of a trade-off, you know? These two body care products I'm so excited to try. And it is by Soft Services. That's the brand's name, Soft Services, which is very cute for a body care brand. I got their daily softening lotion for body. This is the packaging, very cute. I love this like nice cardboard, I don't know, box. So weird. I'm a very much of a packaging type of girl. Like the packaging will definitely draw me in. Then I got their software update, which is such a cute name, Performance Retinol Serum for Body. So basically body lotion for every day, and then body serum that has retinol in it for obviously anti-aging purposes. It's still in the packaging. I have not opened these yet nor tried them, but the reviews are raving on Sephora, so that intrigues me. Let me open this actually. It comes with a pump, the lotion, which is great. And then this is what oh, I love the packaging. It's very nice. It says it has 10% urea, which is supposed to be really helpful in exfoliating your skin and making it feel very soft. I've used lotions in the past that has urea in it, and those were some of my favorite body moisturizers. I just want this to transform my body skin. I want it to make it super baby soft, and yeah, so excited to try this. Obviously you can put in the pump and make it super user-friendly. I am having a really hard time opening this box for some reason. Hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna have to rip this. I just did my nails yesterday, so I didn't want to break them. My nails are so weak. I have to be very, very gentle with them. Anyway, so this is the retinol serum for the body, and oh, it's so cute. It has 0.25% retinol, and I've used body retinols before and I really, really like them. I think I'm only going to be using this like maybe once or twice a week because I don't want it to irritate my skin. So I'm gonna incorporate it slowly and then see what happens if I feel a difference. But obviously, you know, the same reasons as why you would put on retinol on your face, like that's the reason why I bought a retinol body serum. And even for my face, I can't use my retinol every single day on my skin. Like that would really destroy my barrier. My skin is very sensitive to retinol, so it's very personal in that aspect, like depending on your skin chemistry. But yeah, so excited to try this. And it has a pump applicator, which is great. And oh my gosh, I mean, the packaging just gets me every time. This light green color, oh, beautiful. Okay, now we are jumping into makeup, which is my favorite category, if I may say so myself. I need a sip of coffee right now. Let's go ahead and start off with complexion products because I feel like I have quite a bit. I purchased a new foundation actually for the purpose of my professional makeup kit. So I actually purchased this in 6 different colors, but I'm not gonna show you all 6. I'll just show you the one that's closest to my skin tone, in case that's helpful. But the first is Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. I finally bit the bullet and purchased this in 6 different colors because this is one of those foundations that play so well with other foundations. Like as a professional makeup artist, I mix my products a ton. Like my foundations, my concealers, there's no doubt that I will be mixing them to get the perfect shade because everyone's needs are different in terms of their skin. Like if they have dry skin, oily skin, combination skin, you have to kind of cater towards all of those. And this one is just such a kind of neutral base foundation. It looks good on so many people. I don't think I've ever actually experienced this looking bad on anyone in my experience. That said, it is going to be more on the radiant dewy side. So just keep that in mind. If you do have extremely oily skin, I would not recommend this, but if you do have more of like combo to dry, this is going to be your best like day-to-day foundation. It looks beautiful, looks like skin, it never looks heavy, and it plays well with other foundations. So if I have this and a super mattifying foundation that I need to dial down a little bit, I'll go ahead and mix like 1 or 2 little drops of this in, mix it together, and then apply it, and it just gives such a pretty base for the face. The reason why until this day I was so hesitant to put this in my professional makeup kit is because it's pricey. It hurt even with the 20% off, and I replace my foundations a lot because I use them a lot and I don't want them to expire. I always refresh my kit. So repurchasing these are going to be very painful, but I'm gonna do what's best for my clients and put the money back into my business. So this is a must-have in my kit now. I just love it so, so much. The closest shade to me is going to be 2N. I know on camera it's not going to show up very well, so I recommend looking at the swatches on their website, but yeah, 2N is probably the closest one that I have in my kit. What a great foundation. Dior did it again. Just please, the price tag. Can we lower them, please? I have 2 exciting concealer finds this time around, and I don't know why it took me so long to get on this bandwagon, and it's the Natasha Denona High Glam concealer. Yeah, I have this in the shade N3, which is going to be the best match in my opinion for my under eyes. I tried this once in the past and I didn't like it, which is so bizarre to me because now I am in love with it. This is what I have on my under eyes right now, and it looks super smooth. It's full coverage. Well, actually I would say it's like medium to full coverage, but it still looks lightweight, feels lightweight, and it doesn't look cakey or dry at all. And I have pretty dry under eyes because of the retinol that I use in my skincare. This one doesn't cling to my dry patches as much as some of my other more mattifying full coverage concealers. Such a good one. I think if you are into like full glam type of makeup looks, this is going to be your best friend. It works well on so many different people. I've seen so many people love it, so I think I was just late to this bandwagon. And finally I purchased one for myself because I love my concealers and I needed to try this again because I wanted to love this so much. And for some reason I didn't like it the first time. I think it's maybe because I used too much of it when I first bought it, but now I only use like a tiny bit in the inner corner and the outer corner, and it's perfection. This other concealer is kind of on a different spectrum as the Natasha Denona, and it is the Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer for eyes and face by Danessa Myricks. And in my opinion, Danessa Myricks, also one of those makeup artists that cannot do wrong. Like, she has created so many innovative products for makeup artists. I have so many of her products in my professional makeup kit. Her color fixes are amazing. You can use them for literally anything on the face. Like, I use them for lips, liner, contour, blush, eyeshadow, you name it. You can use it on basically anything and everything. Sorry, I kind of digressed, but this is the concealer that I'm talking about. It is kind of opposite of the Natasha Denona concealer. This one definitely is going to be more on the solid medium coverage realm. If you have mature or dry, like severely dry under eyes, this is going to be amazing for you. I have this in the shade 6, which is my current shade for my under eyes. The texture of this is like a dream. It's so creamy and buttery. It glides on and so easy to blend. It basically takes no effort. Mixes well with other concealers as well, which is the reason why I have 6 shades of this concealer in my kit now. I bought all 6 of them during the sale. That's how much I love this concealer. I think this is a little bit more universal in the sense that I can use this on basically every under eye out there, and it looks great. It looks so smooth and it creases very minorly. I mean, every concealer is going to crease if there is a crease there. You can mitigate it as much as you can, but it's still going to be there at some point. But this one I feel like is the best one that I've found so far that won't crease as much. I think the name is very accurate. It really does deliver yummy skin, and you need this in your life. It is such a great daily concealer in my opinion. This one is more, you know, if you want that full snatched look and you're going to an event and you need it to last all day long, all night long, this one is for you. This is going to be a lot more like friendly for day to day. I need to speed this video up because this is going to be so long. Oh my gosh. I've already been filming for like 30 minutes and I'm not even to the recommendations part yet. So let's speed it up. If you have ever tried any of the powder complexion products from Hourglass, you will know how beautiful they are. It's just simply beautiful. They just make your skin look so radiant and just airbrushed, and the texture of it is gorgeous. So I had to pick this one up because I actually hit pan on this in a palette that I had from Hourglass from like a holiday ago, because that was the only bronzer that I use on all of my clients in my professional makeup kit. So I had to buy a full size of it, and it will forever live in my makeup kit. And it is the Ambient Lighting Bronzer in Luminous Bronze Light. And I feel like this color works with a lot of different skin tones, like anywhere from, I wanna say like not super fair, this is going to be too dark for you, but like anywhere from like the light to medium skin tone range, this is going to look gorgeous. This product also comes in a ton of different shades, so you'll find what you need, but this is Luminous Bronze Light. She is just stunning, and it gives the most glowy, bronzy look ever. It just looks so flattering on the skin, very camera friendly. I feel like this just gives life back to your face. Like, it is such an amazing product. Highly recommend if you're looking for a new bronzer. I have 2 additional complexion products, and I won't talk too much about these because everyone and their moms talk about these products, and I don't want to beat a dead horse. But this cult favorite, Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. I bought the mini size for myself because I needed one for travel purposes. That's in like a smaller bottle, but I have so many backups of this in the larger bottles for my professional makeup kit. This is what I'll use to set most of my clients, but for my brides, I will set their face with this and then add this on top of it. I know it seems kind of like an overkill, but it works. This will melt all of their makeup products together and just make it look very natural. It'll get rid of the powdery finish if there is any. And then this really locks everything in and makes things transfer proof, waterproof, sweat proof, tear proof. This is amazing. It's basically hairspray for your face, so don't use this every day. I would only recommend using it for special events like your wedding or someone else's wedding, like big events where you need your makeup to be like concrete. Get this one. Well, you should layer. Get both of these. Moving on to eye products, I have an eyeshadow palette, and oh shoot, I bought another eyeshadow palette, but that one also hasn't come in yet. But it is the Makeup by Mario. I'll put a photo here, screenshot, so you can see what I'm talking about. But if you're into makeup, you probably have seen this already. A lot of people are currently talking about it because it just came out, but it is his newest palette. It's more of like a neutral, cooler toned cousin of his iconic, like the other palette that he has, which I'm forgetting the name of again. To be honest, I didn't need this at all. I didn't need any of this, but you know, we love makeup. I didn't need this, but I needed it to complete my Makeup by Mario shadow collection. Like, I own every single one of his products, like in terms of eye makeup. I even have like his single sparkly eyeshadow things. So I needed it in my life, and I needed it for visual purposes, but also because I love playing around with makeup, and eyeshadow is just one of those things that doesn't take a lot for me to be convinced to buy it. Is it going to change my life? I don't think so, but I purchased it with the 20% off. The other eyeshadow palette, which I know that I am going to use the heck out of, and I'm actually wearing it on my eyes today. I really love how my shadows turned out. And I'm actually using an eyeliner too that I have in this haul. The eyeshadow palette that I purchased is this one. It finally came in stock. I have been eyeing this for so long because I have another shade of it already in my collection. This one that I already had is called Warm Neutrals, and I wanted the cool tone sister or cousin of this. So this finally I saw in the store. Immediately grabbed it. This wasn't even in my cart or anything because I didn't notice that I was in stock. So glad that I ran into it in Sephora when I was shopping in person. This is the Dior Backstage Eye Palette in Smoky Essentials. And like I said, it's going to be your cooler toned shades. Let me open this so you can see it properly. These are the shades. I definitely feel like you can make a beautiful smoky eye out of this palette. I will say, in terms of quality, there are a lot of mixed reviews on these palettes in general, and I agree. I don't disagree. These are not going to be your most pigmented palettes. Like, the colors are pretty basic. You probably have something like this already in your makeup collection, not gonna lie. However, I reach for these so much because I actually like the fact that it's not overly pigmented for my day-to-day eye looks. It's so user-friendly. It's easy to do a beautiful eye look in a very short amount of time. On top of all of that, it's great for travel. It has 9 shades in each palette. This is going to be my travel eye situation. I don't have to bring any other eyeshadow palettes aside from these two, and my bases are covered. They're super, super slim. I mean, they are thin as heck, and it is in these tiny little square compacts. It's beautiful to look at. The shades are stunning. I am a neutrals gal through and through. These are the colors that I reach for the most. And like I said, these blend like butter. You really have to exert no effort to make these look good on your eyes. Take it or leave it. I think they're beautiful. I do think that they're worth the money because, like I said, I reach for this one so much. I've brought this with me on tons of different travels. So I am so happy to add this one to the mix. I have one eyeliner to show you, which is what I'm wearing right now. And I'm not sure if you can even see it because we're so far away, but oh my gosh, I think I found my new holy grail eyeliner in like a pencil gel form. This is the Laura Mercier Caviar Eyeliner Pencil in the shade Cocoa. And as the name suggests, it is going to be a beautiful, warm, mid-tone brown. I would say it's like mid to dark brown. It certainly gives the depth that it needs to for an eyeliner, but it glides so impeccably across my eyelids. It doesn't skid. It feels really gentle and you can smudge it out super easily, but it actually lasts on my stubborn eyelids that are super oily. My eyelids, they're very problematic. I am grateful that they are oily because I feel like that will help me in the long run in terms of aging, but every eyeliner that I've ever tried, it transfers, bleeds, smudges within like the first 2 hours. Which is not great, obviously. So I have to touch up my eyes, make sure that there's no funky business going on. But oh my gosh, this is so good. I don't know why it took me so long to try this out because Laura Mercier Caviar Sticks, those are such good eyeshadows that they also last a really long time. I should have tried this. It's so good. And this is the product. I know it's really hard to see, but that is the color right there. It's such a beautiful brown and it's matte and you can smudge it out like I did right there super easily without like a ton of pressure. But once it sets, I mean, I wore this for the entire day yesterday from 5:30 a.m. because I had a wedding that I worked in that was 2 hours away from me. And I took off my makeup at night at 10 p.m. It lasted that entire time. How many hours is that? I'm not gonna try to do the math. I will embarrass myself. But lasted the entire time. It did have a little bit of transfer, not gonna lie, but it looked so much better than all the other eyeliners that I've ever tried in my life. So there's that. I will probably buy a couple more of these so that I can actually use them in my professional makeup kit. She's pricey, but she stays put and she's worth it. Last but not least, in terms of the haul, I purchased 2 lip colors and they are both by Merit. Merit lip products, my Achilles heel. I wanted to add a couple more reds into my lip color collection, if you will, and Merit has a matte lipstick and then a line of more satin creamy lipsticks. And I purchased 2 different shades of red because for the holidays coming up, I wanted to rock more reds on my lips. There are 2 very different shades of reds. I got the shade Tiger in the more satin cream finish, and this is what she looks like. It definitely looks a little bit more brown and deep, but when you swatch it, it's actually not super intimidating or too pigmented. These lipsticks are so comfortable on the lips. I love these so much. I think I have almost all of the colors now in both of these lines. That's how much I love these. I feel like you can't really say that this is a red. It's more of like a brown rosy color, but this one is a true red. This one in the matte lipstick is the vermilion shade. Such a beautiful warm red. Oh, okay, let me swatch this for you too, right next to it. The matte lipsticks definitely pack a punch when it comes to pigment, a lot more than the satin ones. So the one on the bottom here, that is vermilion. This is a true red, but it does have a warmer undertone, which I absolutely love for my complexion. But they also have a different red that's a little bit more blue toned. So if you're more fair or if you have a cooler undertone, that would look phenomenal on you. Like I said, I love these lipsticks. I am starting to honestly get rid of all of my other lipsticks in my collection. Not all of them, obviously, because I love my lip products, but most of my lip colors now consist of these. Like today, I'm wearing their lipstick in the color Classic, which I have right here, and it's on my lips right now. This is going to be your perfect warm pinky nude if you're like my complexion or a little bit tanner. That one right here is what I have on my lips right now in the shade Classic. Such a beautiful neutral mid-tone pink. It's amazing. Before I get this all over myself, I'm gonna wipe that off. Alrighty, it is finally time for the second section of this video, which is going to be my recommendations when it comes to the savings event. And obviously everything that I already showed you, I recommend those, aside from the ones that I haven't tried before, but this is just going to be a continuation. Let's do perfume first and get those out of the way because that's like a category in itself. I have two to show you, like I said, and the first one is by Replica. And if you love vanilla-y scents that are warm and cozy, you want to smell like a bakery, you need this in your life. It is the Replica Afternoon Delight. It is one of their newer scents, and the packaging is to die for. Oh, so classy. I love it. The fragrance description is warm vanilla Madeline, and that is so on point. It's ridiculous. Oh my gosh. This is the epitome of fall and winter. I just want to spray this all over my house. Like, I wish that there was a home fragrance, home scent. Maybe they have a candle. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. I have heard some mixed reviews on this. Like one of the beauty gurus that I follow, Jamie Page, she absolutely did not like this. But I saw someone else who really loved it, and I actually really like it. It is on the sweeter side. So definitely if you don't like the classic vanilla scent, then do not go for this, or try going into the store and sniff it first before you make the purchase. I feel like the world is kind of divided when it comes to this scent, but I am on the side where I love it. The second fragrance that I have is surprisingly by Merit, and I was pleasantly surprised with this because I was not expecting much from this perfume. I actually received both of these from the brand themselves, but I wasn't sponsored or anything like that. It was just for me to leave an honest review on it on their website. But yeah, this one has become my day-to-day scent when I'm actually going to leave the house because I don't want to use this without purpose. Like, it is too good for me to waste when I'm just at home, but it smells incredible. It reminds me, honestly, for some reason, like Paris. That's what it reminds me of. It's so sophisticated and really complex when it comes to the notes. I'm so horrible at describing scents, so I'll go ahead and just list them right here so you can see them. When I wear this, I just feel like I am a powerful woman and I smell delicious. It just is so elegant and not sweet at all, really. It's not sweet or fruity. It's just a very clean almost and slightly floral to me. Highly recommend it. Definitely give this a sniff when you're in the store. This is my signature scent now. Like every time I go out, I'm wearing this now. Let's switch it up a bit and then jump back into hair care because I do have two hair care products to show you from my stash. I feel like a lot of people have already talked about this, but this is the Color Wow Dream Coat Supernatural Spray. And this is basically like an anti-humidity, frizz taming, smoothing, shine inducing hair treatment. Wow, that was a mouthful. It says it's a humidity sealant that stops hair from becoming a hot mess in even the highest humidity. It's activated by heat, long lasting. When I had really long hair, this was the only product that tamed my frizz. I had really long hair and my hair tends to be really thick, coarse, and frizzy. when I air dry it. So when I put this and blow dried it out, it gives it shine, it smooths my follicles, hair follicles, and my hair just looks so much nicer for the next like 2 to 3 days. The only downside of it is that you do have to heat activate it. So once you're out of the shower, you would spray this all over your hair, comb it out, and then you have to blow dry it or heat style it to really lock this into your hair. But besides that, I do feel like this really makes a difference to my hair, and I still use it even if I have short hair because it really does tame the frizz for me, which is a high priority of mine. I don't typically style my hair very frequently, as you can tell from today. Hair is like the last of my problems that I want to tackle. Like first I want to put on my makeup. Actually, no, I want my outfit to look good and then my makeup and then my hair. So hair is like the last on the list that I prioritize in my getting ready routine. However, when I do my hair, I love using this. Oh, actually I have another product that I need to recommend. Okay, sorry. I have 2 more hair products, but they're actually by the same brand. The first one is the R&Co. I love R&Co, by the way. Such a good hair care brand. This is their Balloon Dry Volume Spray. This packaging is so cute. It has balloons everywhere. Just brings me a lot of joy looking at it. As the name suggests, it is a volumizing hair spray, and it doesn't do too much for hold, but it gives the best texture to your skin. It gives it grip and adds volume. And I love using this when I style my bangs. When I blow dry or curl my hair, it really doesn't hold that shape for a very long time. So when I put this in, it just gives it a little bit of hold while still giving it that kind of grip it needs to really stay that way. It feels so lightweight and not sticky for a texturizing product like this. I almost feel like I like this more than Oribe's texturizing spray. Don't hold me to it, but I feel like I prefer this because this feels less heavy. Love this to style my hair when I do style my hair. The last hair styling type of product that I have is also by R&Co, and it is the cutest little stick. It looks like a little deodorant. It is their pomade stick called Dart. It's Dart, that's the name of the product. This is the packaging, and it literally is like a stick of hair wax, basically. So how I like to use this is when I blow dry or heat style my hair, I have a lot of breakage up here where my hair won't stay down. It sticks right up like I'm sprouting, like a little plant. So I like to run this the sides of my parting to make sure all the frizzies are tamed. And that's how I love this. You can also use this to do like a sleek back bun or ponytail. I also have used this for my sideburns to keep them in place when I have my hair back. This is such a good product. I really love this so much. It doesn't feel super sticky. It's pretty lightweight and it doesn't look super greasy either. Let's talk about complexion products again. So my product recommendations for the category of foundation is what I've been wearing so much recently, and it's kind of a rediscovery of mine. It's not a new product at all. It's been out in the market for so long, and it's actually by your trusty old Makeup Forever. And this is their matte velvet skin. This also kind of has mixed reviews online because let me tell you, this is matte and it will control your oils. So if you have severe dry skin or mature skin, this is not going to be very flattering. However, for me, I do have certain dry patches, but overall my skin produces a lot of oil. So over the course of the day, I accumulate so much oil in my T-zone. Like I'll get a lot of shine in my forehead, right near my brows, near my pores, on the center of the face, my nose, and my chin. It just gets oily. Before I rediscovered this, I was trying to find a foundation that was lightweight, but also mattifying and has decent coverage, but something that won't emphasize my dry patches or texture in general. And I tried this again on a whim. Oh my gosh, so good. I have this in the shade Y305, and this is the foundation that I'm wearing today. And I use this almost every single time that I leave my house because it lasts all day on my skin. This plus the powder I'm gonna recommend, which you all probably know, so I'll just kind of skip to it. Huda Beauty Pound Cake, what is this? Easy Bake Loose Baking Powder. This combo will make your makeup last all day, all night under a mask. Like I wore this to the makeup gig that I worked at yesterday. Wore this under a mask. I took it off, no oil, nothing. Like it looked like I just applied it and I was wearing a mask for like 6 hours. I used the tiniest bit of this, a very thin layer all over my skin. Like I dotted around my face, use a dense foundation brush to blend it out, and it just looks so natural. It feels lightweight. It doesn't look cakey or heavy on me personally. The secret is use a very, very tiny amount of it. Do not pack this on like a tinted moisturizer or something like that, because that is the route to making your face look very dry and, you know, cakey. Because this is a full coverage foundation, you can use a very, very thin layer and still get a gorgeous covered look. Obviously, you can build it up if you want more of that coverage, but it will make your skin look a little bit drier. So this you need to work with. You have to like communicate with it. It's a give or take with this product, but once you make it work, it's so, so good. No one talks about this product anymore, so I'm talking about it. 2 more complexion products to show you, and I am a blush fanatic, and I recently started doing the thing where you put blush across your nose and it just makes you look so youthful and glowy. I love it so much. And my favorite blush to do that with is from the Hourglass palette. It's like their ambient lighting edit unlocked palette, and this one was from last year, but they have a whole brand new like set of these in different artworks on their website right now for the holidays. They change it every single year. I love these ones because it is so good for travel. You get 6 different shades. It is, in my opinion, the best bang for your buck if you wanted to try out all the different powders that Hourglass can provide you. Look at that color selection. So I am using this bronzer today on my skin, and then I used this color right here, the more mauve-y rose toned blush right there on my cheeks today. And it just gives you the most radiant, blushy look. It's super pigmented, but it blends seamlessly. You don't know where it starts and ends. Like, I love the whole kind of like seamless blush look. The color is super buildable, and their highlighter is also gorgeous. It's the one right here. I'm not using it today, but when I do want that highlighted cheekbones, I use that. Amazing. I mean, I'm currently using this in my makeup, like my day-to-day makeup, and I feel like I am always wowed by it. If you have the budget for a new cheek and complexion palette, these are the best on the market. I have another blush product to show you, and this one was my everyday blush for such a long time before I restarted using this palette. It is Patrick Ta's Double Take Cream and Powder Blush, and this one is in the color Not Too Much. The best daily blush, in my opinion. It is such a perfect neutral pink, and it comes with, obviously, the cream up at the top, and the powder. Oops, sorry. Let me flip this over. So cream up at the top, powder on the bottom. They match really, really nicely. You can layer them. You can just you can use one or the other. And I just love this color so much. It just goes with every single eye look. I don't have to fuss with it. It's super pigmented. It lasts all day. Like if I want my blush to last all day, these are the ones that I use. I have a ton of other shades in this exact product, and you just can't go wrong with them. Another staple in my makeup collection is for my brows, and I actually have my eyebrows microbladed, but it was so long ago. I think it was over 5 years ago now. And so obviously there are sparse areas and a lot of it has faded. But I still want that microbladed type of look where I don't want it to look super powdery. I don't want it to look super drawn on. And this is my holy grail eyebrow product, and it is the Glossier Brow Flick in the color black, I believe. Yes. This just gives the right amount of pigment where it doesn't look super harsh, but you can still shape and give natural brush strokes into the eyebrows. So I will use this only in the areas where it has like gaps where my microblading has faded. I use this every single day, and it is so fast and quick. It is very user-friendly and easy to use. You don't have a huge learning curve with this because it is very, like the pigment is very soft. Let me try to show you, like, I pressed it down really hard and that's like all you really get. Like, oh, there we go. Yeah. So if you press it down hard enough, it will show up a little bit more. But for the most part, when you do light strokes, it really is so natural looking. And I personally feel like it lasts a really good time. Last but not least is another lip product. And if you are more of a glossy girl and you haven't tried the Giorgio or Armani Beauty, their Prismaglass lip glosses, this is in the color 04. You need to try these out. They are non-sticky, high glass shine glosses. And they're so comfortable on the lips. The only thing that I don't like about it is the doe foot applicator. It's like very thin. I wish it was like more of like the fatter, wider, plushier applicators, but it's fine. The product inside is the gold. It gives just the right amount of pigment where it looks like kind of like, you know, like jelly nails. The transparency of it, that's what this one looks like. Color is stunning. I feel like you can use this to top off any type of lip liner to give a little bit more of a raspberry kind of color on top of it. The texture of this gloss is what's the most special about it because it is unlike anything that I've tried before. It kind of feels like an oil, but it still is more true to a gloss formula. The pigment is just right. If you like glosses, try this one out. Alrighty, that is everything. Oh my gosh, that was so much to go through. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you have more time to shop. I'm so sorry that this is a little bit more delayed, but save this video for the next savings event if you're seeing this after the fact. I'm so sorry. But in the future, I'll try my best to create these videos like way in advance so that we can prepare for the sale and you have enough time to go out and get it. Before we part ways, if you want something else to watch, definitely go ahead and check out my previous video right here. I would love for you to stay a little longer. Please like if you haven't already, subscribe if you want to stick around, and I will talk to you in the comments.